Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Study with me. సో ఇప్పటివరకు మన ప్రీవియస్ క్లాసెస్ అన్నీ కంప్లీట్గా ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే టీచ్ చేశాను. బట్ ఫ్రమ్ నౌ ఆన్వర్డ్స్ ఐ వాంట్ టు మిక్స్ బోత్ తెలుగు అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్. తెలుగులో కూడా టీచ్ చేస్తాను, బట్ నోట్స్ మాత్రం ఓన్లీ ఇంగ్లీష్లోనే ఉంటుంది బికాజ్ ఐ కాంట్ డూ ఎనీథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. అండ్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ బికాజ్ ఇట్ విల్ బీ యూస్ఫుల్ ఫర్ బోత్ తెలుగు మీడియం అండ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం పీపుల్ యాజ్ వెల్. సో వితౌట్ ఎనీ డిలేస్ లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు అవర్ క్లాస్ టుడే. అండ్ మన ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్లో మంగళీసా రూలింగ్ వర్క్ డిస్కస్ చేసాము. ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ డిడెంట్ వాచ్ దట్ వీడియో ప్లీజ్ గో అండ్ వాచ్ ఇట్ అవుట్ సో దట్ యుల్ గెట్ కంప్లీట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ బాదామి చాళుక్యాస్. సో ఇప్పుడు మనం దీన్ని ఒక స్టోరీ లాగా తెలుసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేద్దాం. హిస్టరీ ఎప్పుడైనా సరే ఒక స్టోరీ లాగా తెలుసుకోవడానికి ట్రై చేస్తే ఇట్ విల్ బీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఫర్ యూ గైస్. మంగళీసా అసలు కింగ్కి ఎందుకు అయ్యాడు? బికాస్ వెన్ కృతివర్మన్ డైడ్ his son Pulakeshin II was too young to rule. That's why Pulakeshin II was kept aside and Mangalisa came into administration, right? But after that, Pulakeshin later came of age and Mangalisa should have surrendered the throne to Pulakeshin II. But same like we see in cinemas, he became greedy and wanted to prolong his reign with the view of handing the throne to his own son Sundaravarma in due course. That's not correct at all. How can a person do like this, guys? And Pulakeshin was also not that weak. He went and took shelter in Bana territory and organized an army with the help of his friends and associates and declared war against his uncle. So what is the name of that war? Sorry for the bad handwriting. Name of the war is Elapattu Simbigi, which I have already told you in our previous class. And this was mentioned in which inscription? Peddavadu Guru inscription. See how this situation is. He had to fight to get his power only. Sometimes మనం కూడా అంతే, మన వాటి కోసం కూడా మనం ఫైట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. So this is all happened before Pulakeshin II came into power. Now let's know few more important points about Pulakeshin II. The king Pulakeshin II is the greatest among all the kings of Chalukyan dynasty, and his other name is Ereya. So Ereya ascended the Chalukyan throne as Pulakeshin II and assumed the title Chalukya Parameshwara. He also had some other titles which are Satyashraya and Prithvivallabha. So with this conquest, Pulakeshin's control extended completely over southern India and some other parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat. So as he got complete control over southern parts of India, he got the title Dakshina Padeshwara, which means the Lord of South, right? The Ganga ruler Durvinita gave one of his daughters in marriage to Pulakesi. Pulakesi was the first ruler in South India to issue gold coinage. This is very, very important. Please remember this. And the punch-marked coins had the various punches at the edge and a central punch depicting a Varaha, or it is also called as a boar. So these were the coins which were issued by Pulakeshin II. As we can see here, we have Varaha symbol, which is the royal emblem of Chalukyas. This is also called as boar. And the contemporary literature cites these gold coins of South India as Varahas. Okay? And the king Pulakeshin had 5 sons whose names are Chandraditya, Adityavarma, Vikramaditya, Jayasimha and Ambera. So this is all about Pulakeshin II. Some historians tells us that it is possible that Pulakeshin II lost his life in one of these encounters against the Pallavas. I've already told you that Pulakeshin II had 5 sons. But after the demise of Pulakeshin II, they fought among themselves and divided the kingdom into 5 territories for each of themselves. And Pulakeshin's third son, Vikramaditya I, became the Chalukyan king in the year 642 CE. And he also made an attempt to reunite the kingdom after defeating his brothers. And he also restored the fractured kingdom and made Pallavas retreat from the capital city Vatapi. And Vikramaditya won with the help of his maternal grandfather. His name is Bhuvikrama. He belongs to Western Ganga dynasty and set himself the task of repelling the Pallava invasion and restoring the unity of his father's kingdom. He defeated Pallava king Narasimhavarman I to end his occupation, which had lasted for 13 years, and also expelled him from the capital city Vatapi. He also defeated his brothers and other feudatories who wished to divide the empire, and then declared himself as a king officially on 655 CE. So all these brothers were fighting, but there is a brother, younger brother for Vikramaditya I, whose name is Jayasimha, who is very loyal to him. That's why he awarded him with the viceroyalty of Lata, which is in southern Gujarat. The king Vinayaditya succeeded his father Vikramaditya I onto the Chalukyan throne. His reign was marked by general peace and harmony. He earned many titles like Yuddhamalla, Sahasrasika and Satyashraya. సో వినయాదిత్య కూడా వాళ్ళ ఫాదర్ లాగానే పల్లవాస్తో ఎనిమిటీ కంటిన్యూ చేశాడు. అండ్ హీ ఆల్సో డిఫీటెడ్ పల్లవాస్, కాలాబారాస్, కేరళాస్ అండ్ కాలచూరి ఆఫ్ సెంట్రల్ ఇండియా. There were plates, Kolhapur plates, which were dated 678. According to those plates, he defeated kingdoms of Lanka and Kamara. And Vakkaleti plates tells us that Chalukyans were levying tribute on Kamara, Lanka and Parasika, which is now called as Persia. The king Vijayaditya is also the son of Vikramaditya I. Okay. And his reign was marked by general peace and prosperity. He built a number of temples. This is very important about Vijayaditya. And he fought with Pallavas and extracted tributes from Parmeshwaravarman V, who is Pallava king. And his brother-in-law defeated a Pandya invasion of Mangalore in the year 705. The king Vikramaditya II is the son of Vijayaditya. He succeeded Badami Chalukyan throne and he conducted many successful military campaigns against Pallavas of Kanchipuram. His more important achievement is that he captured Pallavas of Kanchipuram, and the Virupaksha temple inscription describes the emperor as the conqueror of Manchi, and his queens, whose names are Lokamahadevi and Triloka Devi, built Virupaksha temple and Mallikarjuna temple at Pattadakal. These two monuments are the center of peace of the UNESCO World Heritage Monuments at Pattadakal. And the last king of the dynasty is Kritivarman II, who ruled between 746 and 753 CE. He is also known as Rahappa. There is not much information to describe about Kritivarman II. సో లాస్ట్లో ఏమైందంటే Kritivarman II and Sri Purusha, who is Ganga feudatory, these two came into conflict with Rajasimha I. He is the Pandyan king. This Pandyan king was expanding the Pandya empire onto the Kongu country, which was adjacent to the Ganga kingdom, and Rajasimha crossed the Kaveri river and engaged Kritivarman and Sri Purusha in the big battle which happened at Venbai. This is not Vengi. Okay, Venbai. So in that battle, the Chalukyan king was defeated. So this is all about Badami Chalukya dynasty. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like this video, please share it with someone who needs these classes. And also don't forget to subscribe my channel Study With Me. Thank you guys. See you again.